Under the glaring hospital lights, her response arrived. I'm engaged in a family barbecue. My fingers went numb before any other sensation hit me. Our son, our shared boy, was unconscious with a neck brace and four while she flipped burgers. I sent one text, void of drama or guilt trips, just the facts. Our son is in the ER. It was then that I realized something had fractured, not only in her, but in me. I gazed at my boy's pale face, thoughts racing. I will no longer let these people hold significance. Yet, I didn't shout or rage. Instead, I remained seated by his bedside, watching the heart monitor's steady tick, and began mentally listing. We crossed paths in college. She wore a perfume that was a potent mix of ambition and allure. I was more reserved, numerically inclined, patient to the core. She found comfort in my quiet nature. She claimed I made her feel secure. I trusted her words. We got married early, constructing our life together. 2 positions of work, 1 dwelling, extended evenings, hushed aspirations. She yearned for her parents nearby. I procured them a residence. She sought autonomy. I safeguarded their loan. Upon the collapse of her father's enterprise, I managed the liabilities. When her mother required a replacement vehicle, I approved the documents. They expressed delight. She echoed the sentiment. I compensated. And our son, I cherished him as if he was my most astute decision. Indeed, he was. However, fissures emerged gradually. Skipped meals. Her phone consistently faced downward. Empty gaze when we embraced. I attributed it to pressure. I erred. A week prior to the incident, I eavesdropped on a call from her mother via speakerphone, unaware she was at home. She didn't know why you continue with him. He's not captivating. He's merely helpful. There was a pause. Then my wife's voice. Yes, well, usefulness holds its advantages. I did not intervene. Instead, I remained in the hallway, fixed on the wedding photograph adorning the wall. We smiled in that portrait. I can no longer recall what it felt like. Subsequently, there was a barbecue. My son fell at school. Sustained head injury. Emergency room? CT scans. I messaged her about the oxygen tubes, considering she might drop the act and come, but she didn't. Her mother then updated the family group chat about their son still in surgery. He always seems to get hurt, weak like his father. A sudden halt occurred within me, not a break or shatter, just a stillness. I remained silent, turned off my phone, and stared at my son while making plans. There's no need to shout when one is brandishing the knife. The following morning, I contacted my lawyer. All assets were kept under my name. Car titles, credit cards, mortgages. The house, their Escalade, and the 6 figures in their retirement account, linked to my business account. They depended on me, as did she. So, I waited patiently, quietly, calculating my moves. First, I changed passwords and removed authorized users, setting up alerts for every transaction. They remained oblivious. 1. Arranged meetings with the banks, froze all shared credit cards, halted auto payments on their mortgage. The car loan was terminated. I didn't share this news. Subsequently, a private investigator was employed. It wasn't about catching her infidelity. It was about proving it. And prove it I did. Photographs, locations, hotel records, all pointing to one man with a regular pattern. He was unremarkable, just new. I compiled the evidence, placed it in a leather binder, and stored it securely. Time, as always, was my ally. The grand finale of my plan involved the business. Funds were transferred, accounts were separated, and her shared access was changed to read-only. Let her see, but not manipulate. That evening, she questioned and raged when her card failed at Neiman Marcus. I remained silent. Her father's first call concerned a bounced mortgage check. I feigned surprise, saying casually, "Bank error. I'll look into it." Then came the repossession of her mother's card during brunch from their driveway. First, my credit card stopped functioning, followed by the internet and utilities. Each time, I responded calmly, promising to investigate. In the kitchen, she confronted me angrily. "What on earth is happening?" I looked at her for a long moment. "Do you recall what you messaged me when I informed you our son was in the emergency room?" She appeared puzzled. "I don't. You told me you were busy with your parents," she replied. "We're having a barbecue," I said coldly. Her eyes widened, and she fell silent. "Remember when you called my son weak?" I asked softly. "My son." The ensuing quiet was heavy, not uncomfortable. I tossed the leather folder onto the counter. The affair, the deceit, The bills, it was all there. She didn't utter a word. Instead, she leafed through the pages as if they were a work of fiction. You prioritized them, I said bitterly. Now you can have them. As her parents arrived, red-faced and outraged, I handed her father a letter. It contained notices for foreclosure, debt summaries, and account closures. All legal, all final. You deemed my child weak, I stated. Let's assess your strength, absent my presence. Her mother paled. My spouse murmured. You destroyed them. Not true, I countered. They were the architects of their own destruction. I merely ceased sheltering them. The following day, I departed, retrieved my son, filed for custody, and let the silence express my sentiments. She attempted to call, then wept, then blamed. In response, I presented court documents. There's a certain beauty in exacting revenge gradually, in observing those who underestimated me comprehend too late that they constructed their lives upon false loyalty. I now attend my son's school, pick him up promptly, assist with his studies. We laugh more often. He's recovering. So am I. Betrayal can be an art form. Yet so is revenge. And sometimes, the most striking masterpieces are born in silence.